Up top and just that, it's DUTCHdinero here representing for DUTCHdinero Top Slide TV. Please remember, share, like, subscribe, tell a friend about Yasso, cause a Yasso, nice. Yes, my fam, me there, chillax, a bill back, a whole back, a vibe. Hope everybody good, hope everybody doing fine, hope everybody doing alright. Yes, hope you're doing your exercise, your regular exercise, your 5 minutes a day, your 10 minutes a day, your 15 minutes a day. Yes, you know what I mean? Because as you know, exercise keep that oxygen flowing in the body. So yes, my fam, and I must say thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the views, and if you want to support my channel financially, you can do so through my PayPal account, right? It's right there in the description. So today's topic is hope to the rescue. St. Mary family delivered from shabby old house. So let's get into this story and hear how Donnet Henry come by a new house, right? As you can see, the house with the little blue door, right? The little house with the blue door was where she was living, and the house next to that is the one that she got, right? So I could go in it and see what I go on. For more than 20 years, Donnet Henry lived in a one-bedroom shack with leaking roof at the Pembroke Hall in Gale, St. Mary. Rain wet me up on the bed. Sometimes we don't sleep because we have to stay up and tie up sheets just not to get wet. But everything would still wet up, and it was one bed. The 54-year-old woman told the team last Friday. My children would sleep on the bed and I would sit up on the couch. We had to put buckets and pans to catch the rainwater inside the house. It was uncomfortable for 5 of us inside the home, she added. However, her situation changed for the better last Tuesday after being given the keys to a 3-bedroom house which was constructed under the new social housing program at a cost of $6.2 million. Although it is not yet furnished, Henry is still thankful for having a comfortable home. The 54-year-old shared that she works as a domestic helper and a farmer, but she was not earning enough to allow her to build a house. In addition, her husband's medical expenses have taken a great toll on the family, which would have made it impossible to construct a house. Speaking at the handover ceremony, Doreen Hutchinson, counselor for the Curran Hall Division, drew attention to photos of the old house in which Henry lived and said she really needed assistance. I want to say many thanks to all who have helped Miss Henry. I hope you will, as you live in it, that you will ask God's guidance in it, that you will take care of your new home. I know that it is well deserved, she said. Prime Minister Andrew Holness addressing the same ceremony, said that the Housing Opportunity Production and Employment HOPE program, under which the social houses are being constructed, is mandated to provide 70,000 new housing solutions for needy Jamaicans in the next 5 years. I come to you today with a vision of a government, of a people, of a country that is sensitive and understanding of the need for good shelter solutions, good housing solutions for every single Jamaican, regardless of your social and economic standing, Holness said. He said that hope will create enough housing solutions so that people will not need to squat anymore. The idea of squatting has become almost normalized in Jamaica. As a Prime Minister, I understand why. Because of our history of unequal endowments, some people have land that they can only endow to their family members, and some of us never get land. In rural areas, you have family land that is not properly structured, not properly titled. And the truth is that as a family grows and they split up, they have to move. They see land there and they see land here, man gone a foreign and no look back on it. Well, they just move over on it, and that is cultural almost in our society. But we can't build a society with lack of respect for property rights, he said. Up top and just that, it's DUTCHdinero. You're representing for DUTCHdinero Top Slide TV. Please remember, share, like, subscribe, tell a friend about Yasso, cause a Yasso, nice. Yes, my fam, me there. Yeah, man, hope everybody alright, hope everybody doing good. So, as you learned, there is a program going on in Jamaica, right? HOPE, spell HOPE. And the HOPE program is a housing opportunity production and employment program, right? So what they do, they help young people to get jobs, and they help like elderly people and needy people to get homes, right? I think young people get houses through the program as well, some young people, right? And as you heard, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica, said that 70,000 houses will be built to facilitate needy people, right? He went on further to say that the squatting in Jamaica is like a culture, right? It's a part of, it's normalized in society now. A family have a piece of land, and when a family have a piece of land, that family die, and the title of the land is not properly affixed. So families have to split up and everybody gone, even though the land is big enough to hold like 10-15 people. Sometimes they just have to split up and everybody gone, because they don't own a lot of them don't own the property and don't feel like they have any tight clutch to the property because of the family member who owns that property, who they think owns that property, you know what I mean? And because the title is not affixed the right way, everybody just split up and then a lot of people start to capture land, like go on other people's land, other people who left their land without proper guidance, right? But my fam, the squatting problem in Jamaica, the Prime Minister is right? But to elaborate on that, the squatting thing in Jamaica comes from it comes from a historical point of view where families don't enough families didn't acquire lands, right? And because enough family didn't acquire lands, what you find now, the children and the grandchildren come forth and cannot point their finger on a piece of land saying that that land is for my grandmother, or that land was for my father, or that land was for my grandfather, right? So, or that land was for my mother. So because of that now, you find one set of people owning all the lands and a lot of families not coming from a background where of land ownership, right? Because remember, you buy a piece of land, your children get the opportunity from that piece of land because they can cut it up and share it for among the siblings. You can cut it up and share it among the siblings, or leave it in the siblings' name, in your children's name, right? And all siblings could get a piece, right? But enough of that didn't happen in Jamaica's history. So that is why you find a lot of people now have to be capturing land, because one man own a whole lot of land, and when he hold acres of land, another man now can't get any land to buy, or don't know the importance of owning lands, right? So you find that because Jamaica now, as people have so much resilient people, everybody wants something for themselves, so they would go on a piece of land and try to capture it, right, for themselves and build houses on it and stuff. But what the Prime Minister is saying, it as you can't build a society with the lack of respect for property rights, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, sometimes you are squatting, you have a nice piece of land, you have a nice house on that land, but at the same time, you want to buy a car and you cannot borrow money off that land, off your property, to buy a vehicle. You cannot borrow money off your property to send your kids to university. So because of stuff like that now, makes the rights to the property much important and of much importance, right? So that is what the Prime Minister is trying to say right there. But my fam, I hope you enjoy this program and you like this video, right? My next video will be community without power for more than a week, right? Wow, you can imagine not having any light at all for more than a week in your community. Just imagine that in your state, in your community, right? So my fam, thanks for following me on YouTube. Thanks for the view. And if you want to support my channel financially, you can go in the description and see my PayPal account, right? And to check out my next video, go into your YouTube search and type DUTCHdinero community without power for more than a week, or community without power for more than a week, DUTCHdinero, and you will find that video. So me there, my fam, hit me up in our comment box, let me hear your views, right? Me there.